T-minus 1 minute. T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Own it, Kong. I own it. It did.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet.
T-minus.
All right. Welcome to Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. It's me, one half of your Dynamite Dolls, Al, and our friend for the next couple weeks, Aisha. We're just going to be honest, both of us are not feeling great, guys, so we're going to do our best.
We'll probably end up being brutally honest.
It's going to be a mess. Well, maybe, you know what? Okay, I'm going to do the spice meter and then we'll just get into it because...
Yep. I'm gonna have to. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to give this one a mild.
It's not even mild. It was well, maybe this. You know what? No, I guess the end, the last two. The main event and the last match before that helped.
Mm-hmm.
They carried the show.
Yeah.
If not, I would have said it was unflavored. So yeah, I'll go a very weak mild.
A weak mild. King Sammy here says, I'm here. All I'm going to say is I'm calling Tony's manager. Let us speak to the manager. Ooh.
Where's Chelsea Green when you need her?
Okay. Like, if anyone can do that. Okay. Ooh. Because where's Jade? You have a TBS champion not using her now, and we have a pay-per-view coming up. You know what? We will talk about it. Hi, TK.
Oh, Boss Lady's here.
Right?
CEO.
I mean, let's just, I'll be honest. This one was chaotic, but I guess before we hop into it, you want to...
I had high hopes, because look at this card.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, cool. It looks pretty good. Brian Cage, Jack Perry. We were going to hear from Wardlow. MJF was supposed to be there. He's contractually obligated. We were going to hear from Adam Cole, baby. Mark Briscoe versus Josh Woods. We had the 8-man tag, the Acclaimed, and Daddy Ass, Orange Cassidy versus Jeff Jarrett and that crew. My second main event, this actually was the co-main event, legit. Hangman and Kip Sabian. Tony did that for me. Thank you. The Texas Tornado match. BCC, Roosh, and Preston Vance. I hate him. We all know I hate him. I thought it was going to be a fun show.
Yeah. It was chaotic from jump.
Yes.
So I thought that maybe it was just me that I was feeling the chaos because I was whoa.
I thought it was because I was sick. So, I guess.
That's what I thought too. I was like, there's a lot going on. Like, am I just not? Yeah, but like,
Let's
yes.
just go right into it.
Let's go right into
Rest in peace, Sherry Jarrett, Jeff Jarrett's dad, famous promoter. Jeff Jarrett started off the show, the 8-man tag. The Acclaimed had some choice words for him. Just because your dad died, this is wrestling. They're still gonna roast you.
Exactly.
And boy, did they roast him.
They did. I was surprised to see Jeff Jarrett. I was like, oh, but they wanted to be there, and so
he's a wrestling family. Like the Jarretts are a long line, so it's kind of like Mark Briscoe, right? Probably very healing to be around wrestling.
Yeah. For sure.
This match with
Chelsea. Yeah.
Yes. It's not it. It was not. The beginning was weird. To find its footing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like the end of this was like cute, but
I just felt like there was again. Okay, so from the get-go, it would just seem like a lot of chaos, right? Like it's like Jay Lethal, and here's Jeff Jarrett, and like it just felt like there was just a whole lot going on. And then at one point, the guns come out, the ass boys come out, and
in his
taunt,
Simon Cowell baby tea.
And they taunt their dad and the Acclaimed.
Yeah, right when their dad gets in the ring, of course they come out.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Billy's jersey though.
Wait, did I miss it?
It was like split, half pink. I think maybe it was white. I think it said the Acclaimed, but of course on the back it said 69. But I thought it was cute.
I completely missed it. Okay, hold on.
This is where my head was at during this match.
There you go. Hold on. Let's see. Joseph says, I think Tony doesn't have his shit together. I mean, he thought he would have to rewrite the show because he wanted to give Jeff off after losing his dad, but Jeff was hell-bent on doing this 8-man. He is a great storyteller on his podcast, My World with Jeff and Conrad Thompson. Nice little plug for his podcast. And this set the tone of how Laredo would be tonight. 2 weeks in a row of TV. Now, I would have to say last week was definitely better.
Yeah, Laredo. Step it up, Laredo. I mean, I know this opening match left a lot to be desired, Laredo, but come on. You still have Orange Cassidy. Also, well, I get, Paul Rudd just found out who Orange Cassidy is, so I'm really hoping Paul Rudd all elite soon,
I missed that too. I don't know what I missed.
I'll retweet it. I'll put it. Yeah.
I gotta look it up. I guess I've been in a fog for a few days. So
it's been a week. It's been a weird week. I don't know.
Truly,
she's weird. In the end,
the acclaimed Orange Cassidy, they daddy ass, they do the thing. I felt like the end of their signature scissor move, I felt like that went on too long. Whoever is gonna Anthony, let's just do it. Like, we don't need all 8 people about to do the scissor.
Maybe they were stalling. Maybe there was time. Maybe something happened.
Possibly. I got tired, but I enjoyed Sanjay's pencil tie. So
in the button down.
In the button down. And he had the pencil. Every time he brings out the pencil in the ring, it scares me. I'm like, sorry.
No, that's actually worse than any other weapon you could probably bring, probably.
Yeah. I think like elementary school trauma, right? Like I feel like that's what
stabbing
it is.
Everyone. Yeah.
So,
it was what it was.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It was okay.
Mm-hmm.
We get. I guess I should have trigger warning that, y'all. Sorry, I forgot that was there. Looking like Jesus himself, Bryan Danielson. Who says, basically, MJF is scared of him. The boogeyman is coming to get him at Revolution. The same old, but very intense. Very intense. I love a good Bryan Danielson promo. This was good. I liked it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, yeah, it was good. But more of what we'll see.
What to say? And
That,
he wasn't going to be there this week. It was nice.
yeah.
It's a nice way to do it.
Mhm.
You know, maybe do that for ladies. I don't know. What do I know? I'm just a girl. We went right into a Texas tornado match.
Mhm.
More chaos.
More chaos. Before we even got in the ring, like they just got it started. It was like 5 minutes outside the ring in the crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah. Claudio, was having a difficult time keeping up with the brutality at
Technical wrestler.
first.
He's a yeah,
Exactly.
at
Like,
first.
yes, at first and then he got into the swing of things and had that chain wrapped around his hand. I said, "Let's
There he
go."
is. I just had to include that for science.
Yes. And we appreciate that.
Anyways,
Mox is bleeding
give the
yet
people what they
again.
want.
What?
Yeah,
What?
we didn't time Mox's blood this time.
I did. I missed it. I turned my head, or maybe I went to the bathroom. I don't know what I did. I turned my head and I came back and he was bleeding, and I was like, "Dang it!" Also, like, why
Yeah.
didn't he just rip? He was like wrestling with like the
He left-
half shoulder,
He left that T-shirt on the entire match.
off the shoulder action happening. Sir, just tear it off. Just go
Maybe
ahead.
he likes that look.
I think so.
He probably thinks he looks real like tough.
At one
And-
point, the reason why I say that at one point just looked like it like restricted him. I think, especially when
when
he like dove through the ropes. I think that's when it looked like it was. And I'm like, bruh, that's all you gotta do.
just take it off. Like,
There you go. JD says Mox Monday for the show.
Monday
Problem.
before the flight, he's just.
There you go. El Perro Peligroso was also bleeding.
That's fine.
So it's fine. They did their thing. Yeah, they did their thing. They fought. There were chairs, there was tables, there was blood and chains and.
But even for this, I was still like, okay. I shouldn't feel like this. This is what I love. Everyone knows I love violence. And this was like, okay, maybe I just felt like I seen it.
Same.
Yes.
At one point,
like Tony, maybe we should stop doing this all the time. It's not special.
Yeah.
Unless it was a whole off night. I don't know. The whole night felt weird.
Yeah, it did.
Weird.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, BCC wins. Then we get this very emotional promo.
Listen,
Poor Daddy.
Right? I wasn't prepared for where this was going.
Right. No one was.
He told the story about his dad and how this Wardlow obviously talking about how like he did not have his dad in his life for a period of time, but then he came back into his life a little bit later on, and then they bonded and over Wardlow becoming a wrestler, and his dad got sick, and he said that his dad was able to watch him wrestle, I think one time.
Yeah, like his first of his first like indie matches.
Mm-hmm. And then he basically came for Samoa Joe and said, listen, sir, I grew out my hair and my facial hair, my beard, because of my dad.
Right.
And basically, you took that away.
Now, okay. Now, why I love this. I think it was great. I wish this would have happened before their match. Like in December, we could have had this sit down with JR, and he could have said, they could have just talked about the match, hyped it up, and he could have been like, JR, do you know why I grow my hair out? This, and this.
Mm-hmm.
So that way we're not like, Samoa Joe just cut his hair. Because for months we've been like, he cut his hair. Okay, that sucks. So I loved it. I like this sensitive, real side of Wardlow. I just wish we would have done it before.
I'm gonna have to. I agree. It was emotional. It did its job of setting up Wardlow finally getting his rematch at Revolution at Samoa Joe and the AEW World Television Championship.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I think placement is everything because I think we would have cared more.
Right.
You know.
Or even maybe like this immediately after.
Mm-hmm.
Like he could have, like they could have like done like something like filmed it after the match. He's holding his hair. Like, do you know what this means? Even then, that would have like been like, oh, like something. Joe knows something about why he has his hair long. I'm not saying it's too little, too late because I did think it has helped their match, but I would have liked it. But I thought it was great. Wardlow did a great job, and yeah, good for him.
Yeah,
He's gonna get that title at Revolution, maybe.
True. Just now noticing how much weight Jim Ross has lost.
Well, he did beat cancer, didn't he? We love that for him.
Mm-hmm. Sure do.
Mark Briscoe, Josh Woods. A good match.
It was. It was great. It was great to see.
Always good to see Mark.
Yeah, it was great. It was.
But Lucha Bros are back. Great match.
Yes.
You wonder. I was like, who's gonna help them? Oh, the Lucha Bros and Mark Briscoe. That sounds like the most random pairing ever. I kind of love it.
Yeah. So do I. I for some reason. This is just random. It is. Every time I see Josh Woods, I like always forget about his teeth. Every time. Somebody showed it. When I saw that photo, I was like, "Is that what his teeth look?" I forget every time.
You know what? It's true though. But also, look, it's this is the battle of teeth or no teeth, lack thereof.
We're all in the mouths, and that's fine. It was so jarring, and I was like, "No, I've seen this man wrestle. I do."
Britt Baker needs to like ref this special guest ref this match.
DMD, let's go. But yes, it was. I enjoyed this. I enjoyed this match. Nice, seeing Ring of Honor.
Yeah, and of course, in the end, Mark wins. Has some nice, beautiful moment for his brother.
Yeah,
it's been almost a month, which is crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We heard from Adam Cole, baby. He says he's excited to get back in the ring. He's happy that he's not sick anymore, nauseous, eye twitches. Sounds terrible. Everything that he's been through sounds awful. And he's doesn't say who he's going after, but
he has a list.
He's got some secrets. I don't know where this is going. He said it's fun for Adam Cole. Are we getting like sneaky Adam Cole? Arguably the best version of Adam Cole is a sneaky snake Adam Cole. We do have some issues with the Elite. So I don't know. I don't know where this is going. Hopefully at Revolution. But we'll see.
Yeah. Lord. Here we go. All right. So we have, of course, MJF, who is obligated to appear. And they gave him a nice little intro, went to commercial and everything.
This took so long. Why did we have so much segment? He's had a full commercial. He spit gum in someone's face.
He threw a wrapper at somebody.
Come on, Max. And it was the same old.
Yeah, it was. It was just more of him talking about X, Y, and Z, and then he was like, "I'm gonna bring out somebody who knows the real Bryan Danielson," and he brings out Christopher Daniels, but it was quiet in there. It was quiet.
This is Christopher freaking Daniels, a legend.
And
Laredo, step it
yeah.
up, Laredo.
And I was like, it's quiet. Why are y'all just standing there? I think
Well,
they
you
just
know,
look confused.
I hate to say it, but AEW is doing house shows, so maybe they're a house show crowd.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, no shade.
I mean, maybe I mean, AEW is still new. Maybe they still need to build themselves. I don't know, but I guess every town's not going to be a hit.
Yeah, he's probably the worst booked champion in AEW history. He's only done 2 matches since taking the title from Mox in November. Maybe, he's doing talent relations, so maybe he's busy. He's busy doing other things.
See, okay, that's true. Like, but this whole segment, you could have cut everything he said before Christopher Daniels and just brought out Christopher Daniels. He could have said, had a little bit of banter, and then then he could have brought him out. This is what we've said every week. Cut MJF's time.
Yeah.
It's too much time for the same.
For the same, yes. Is this breaking news?
Breaking news?
Are we getting breaking news?
Wow, is there a graphic?
This was all elite.
Let's to see it.
Oh, okay, yes. You bring it up.
Let me see. Come on. But yeah, if this would have came up, and then of course he attacked him.
Mm-hmm. Of course. Because it turns out, that MJF was paying money, pulled out he pulled out money and was like, MJF paid me to basically talk trash about Bryan Danielson. He wouldn't do it because he has integrity. So there you go.
It's not loading for me, but anyway, yeah.
Says
there
it is. Tweeted that he is all elite. It shouldn't have to take losing change for that to happen. The latest their Tony Warner Brother face. Very, very true. Thank you. Yes. Oh.
Yay.
We love to see it. And Joseph, you're absolutely right.
2 checks if you get a Ring of Honor contract and an AEW contract.
Yes. But yeah, it shouldn't have taken all money for him to be all elite. It would have been nice to, have him and Jay.
I love that the Tron still says Jay on it. He's still 1/2. Like,
yeah,
beautiful. This, I hated it. Too much time.
Yeah. So, and of course, as he's doing the arm thing, and here comes your boy.
Yeah. Brian comes out, makes a save.
Yep. And MJF goes running as he always does.
Of course. What else is he gonna do?
He goes running.
Scared. He has to be in an hour-long Iron Man match with the best wrestler in the world. One of the best wrestlers in the world.
Yeah. So there you go. Wait, this old man was on my TV screen because of what? Who are you talking about? Are you talking about wait?
Christopher Daniels?
Wait.
Wow, the disrespect.
Wow. I know. And this is coming from somebody who's like, listen, I'm about like 5 months in. So
you're a baby.
I'm a baby.
I might be biased because he's a SoCal, he's a California legend. So I might be biased on my love of Christopher Daniels. But he's a legend. Okay, then we hear
yes, that old man. 25 minutes for this. Why Max is scared of Brian. We could have had Jade Cargill versus Vert Vixen for the new AEW Women's Television Championship here. You could have cut half the time, 12 minutes max. Fine. I mean, I agree. We definitely could have, I'm sure we'll talk more about Jade at the end. So
yeah, this is too much time, Tony. And the crowd was already lost. So let's not help them. They were not. Then we hear from the Ass Boys, a promo about them, how great they are now that they're champions. We have to deal with it. This is real life.
They didn't wrestle on the
They've only tagged.
Indies.
Yeah, they've wrestled, what, 10 times together in the past year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But man, if that one doesn't look like Billy.
Yeah. Sunglasses.
And we get
All right. So
Brian
we
Cage, Jack
yep.
Perry.
Mm-hmm. So Jack Perry, Jungle Boy, has decided that, again, he's solo. He doesn't want to do the tag team thing with Hook again, which I thought was out of nowhere, but okay. And it was very short lived. But
Weird.
It's weird, but he's here we are.
Yeah, it was fine. I honestly left to get food.
Well,
we've seen it.
It was. I mean, yeah, it was fine. It was.
Jungle Boy wins.
I thought it was a good. I thought it was a good match.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, Jack Perry wins.
But the real. Why is Christian Cage still bothering this man?
Mm-hmm.
He came out in the sling, and I was like, "It's been 85 years, sir. Like, why do you still have the sling on? What are you doing?" He hits him. The unprettier. Why is he still bothering Jack Perry?
I don't know. Spray.
Find somebody else.
And he took off everything because the arm is fine, of course, right?
Surprise.
Yeah. I don't know. All right.
I love Christian. I will say this. Love.
I don't know if I love yet, but
Well, Christian and I go way back. Edge and Christian are a classic. I grew up with that, so you're getting this Christian, which is a great Christian. Christian is underrated. Amazing. But stop. Just leave this boy alone. Leave this Jungle Boy alone.
Okay, what we got? Fightful Select reported the Guns only won the tag titles so they would extend their stay with AEW. It was a change that didn't make sense, but either a desperate move to make them relevant.
Wow.
I mean, honestly, like, would anyone have been mad if the Guns? I'm being complete. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be funny.
Maybe I think they need some time. Like, maybe they do need indies. Maybe that would have helped them. Because now it's like I don't want to watch them sometimes, most of the time.
Yeah.
And they seem like nice guys. I've heard plenty of people who've met them and they're genuinely nice dudes. I don't want to watch them. So maybe some time away from TV would have helped. But it's interesting to hear that.
Yeah, everyone, thinks that they're not going to keep the titles for long. So
we'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah. The match, Jungle Boy, Christian Cage, that's the match was what it was. The aftermath is the bigger story. Yes. Also, I question the legitimacy of Christian Cage's injury. Was he really that hurt? He destroyed the Jurassic Express.
No. I think that man has been injured with his arm for almost a year now. Something like that.
All right.
We see the Elite.
Yay!
Promoting basketball. They got to do their plugs. But in the middle, what is this? We get a little interruption, and everybody who paused it can see that's House of Black. It's happening. It's happening. But before that, they have to go through our boys, AR Fox, Top Flight, one more time.
Yep.
Comment down.
I mean, listen, Tony better give me Lee back on my screen. So.
Where is Lee?
Yeah, where is Lee? I was about to say, we see Lee in a minute.
I think he lost the match. We haven't seen him in weeks.
Yeah. So yeah, it looks like they will be the Elite and Top Flight AR Fox. They will go toe to toe again. Wait, Rampage? Did I miss it or next week? Or
It's just Rampage.
Rampage.
The
Okay.
early
Oof.
Rampage for us on Friday.
Yes. Oh yes, because it's All-Star Weekend. Yes.
A 4 p.m. Rampage for us over here on the West Coast.
Yes, 4 o'clock. I
I love a good 4 p.m. wrestling.
I mean, take myself to bed. And Don Callis hates that he sees his meal ticket slipping.
Don was like big mad. He said, "No, you are not going to fight these boys again." And Kenny said, "No. Don, it's cool." How will he buy those fedoras?
And the embroidered shirts, please.
I know. Sammy, leave them alone. They're going to get married.
They're going to get married. Very cute. Very cute couple.
Okay. But I enjoy this House of Black teas. I know everyone's going to be like, it's like Bray Wyatt. But they're spooky. How else are you going to do spooky?
Yeah.
There's only so many ways you can just like sneak stuff in.
That's fine.
They're going to do a QR code? Then I'd be like, all right. But it leads me to a TikTok.
Right. I'm excited. I really do like House of Black, so always want more of them. So
I'm ready. I've been wanting this since House of Black came back.
Yay! I object respectfully. I mean, I guess, sure. The last shot of Randy getting hit in the balls with a basketball.
Did they say he got hit in the nards? Are they 12?
Yes, I think so.
I love them so much. These silly boys.
It would be funny seeing the interaction between Don Callis and Julia Hart.
Ooh, she could have missed him.
Yes.
I'd like to see that.
That's it.
And Nakazawa, she would. This would be this would be fun.
Okay.
I don't know if Revolution or Double or Nothing. I would prefer Double or Nothing.
Okay.
I would maybe have a third match between these three at Revolution. They lose. House of Black interrupts or does some spookiness.
Yeah.
To be like, we see you. Then we go into Double or Nothing in May.
Yeah.
That's what I would do if I was a billionaire who ran a wrestling company. That's what I would do. But what do I know?
There you go. Call Tony up. He needs to hire you. Let's go.
Tony, I've been saying this for almost a year now, Tony. Listen. We've been in the same room. We've been in the same buildings. Come on. It's going to happen. One day.
We're going to send him this episode.
We will. We'll just have a clip of every time I ask to be all elite. So this is how we found out that starting next week, there was going to be qualifier matches for a triple threat at Revolution. So next week's a qualifier. The week later is a casino battle royale because they have a gambling addiction. And then the Acclaim comes in and said, we're invoking a rematch clause. So it's now a fatal four-way. Okay.
Were we aware? I don't know. Again, maybe everyone else was aware and I was not, of a rematch clause? Or is this the first time hearing about it?
AEW does have rematch clauses.
Okay.
It's usually not a thing usually, like a lot. WWE got rid of that, so that might be why the confusion lies. But they do have rematch clauses.
Okay.
But
the Acclaim was whining because it's now a fatal four-way at Revolution. Next week, a battle royal for one spot at 2 weeks. Casino where battle royal. I cannot talk for the other spot. I cannot read. We get what you're saying.
Listen, you guys, we're under the weather.
I know.
Just ignore us. We're delirious.
Ooh, struggling. So who do you think? So we know at Revolution again, it's going to be the Acclaimed. It's going to be the Guns. Who What other two?
Okay, so I saw the graphic for next week.
Mm-hmm.
It does include Best Friends, Butcher and Blade,
Mm-hmm.
Lucha Bros. I don't remember who else it has because those are the three I care about. I would like to see Butcher and Blade enter this. I love Best Friends. Love. Lucha Bros. Love. I would like to see Butcher and Blade in this. They have been getting so hot. Like, the crowds are very into them. They have, like, a great look. They're really in sync. Like, I want to see them go for the titles.
Mm-hmm.
Will they win? I don't know. It'd be cool. But I really like them. And then you can put Best Friends in there just for funsies. Because I love them. But definitely Butcher and Blade.
Yeah. I'd have to agree. I do like Butcher and Blade, so that would be a nice addition. Yeah.
The one thing Tony did right this week. Thanks, Tony. Thank you, Tony. This is for me and only me.
But before we even got here, did we?
Oh, I did. Yes.
Before we even got here, Adam was keeping his eye on the match with Mox and.
Oh, I had that picture. Sorry.
That's okay. That's all right.
The slides get weird.
Yeah. He was keeping an eye on that match, and somewhere in the midst or afterwards, Kip and Butcher and the Blade decide that they were going to attack Hangman Adam Page, and they did.
Mm-hmm.
And he hit his head. And so it was unclear if he would be making it to this match against Kip. And yeah. Dark Order came in and saved him.
Friendship.
There you go.
A theme we'll see. Keep going in a second.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Because I didn't have that picture. I don't know what happened to it. It disappeared. Anyways, yes. I was worried this match wasn't going to happen. I thought they were going to be like, nope, just call it off for some reason or whatever, you know. But it did happen. Hangman came out being the tough guy. Kip wore this hat. Penelope, perfect, beautiful angel.
As always.
Love her. We're big fan here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a fun, good match. I enjoyed it. I think they work really well together. And I like that they brought the history that they both like. Like I said last week with the bunny, I like that they're going into 4 years and now they could be like, oh, we have this history. Because at 2 years it sounds weird. But now we're going into 4 and they're like, okay, Hangman won the first Battle Royal and then Kip won the first singles match.
Mm-hmm.
Back to back at Double or Nothing. So I like that aspect of it. And Kip looked really strong. He looks great. I'm not just saying that. I'm not just being biased, guys. But yeah, I think it was great. It was a fun, good match. And I thought we were going to see some Dark Order, Butcher, Blade, Kip 6-mans, which I thought would be fun. But we are not. But of course, Hangman wins.
Yep.
How did you like this match?
I liked it fine. I think you liked it more than I did. I thought it was. I'm
biased.
Yeah, I thought it was fine. Honestly, I honestly just thought it was fine. Unfortunately, I don't have anything else to add.
Listen, it's fine. I will just wear my Kip Sabian love on my sleeve. It is what it is. I know who I am. It's fine. But after the match, Blackpool Combat Club comes out and they have some words. Mox is like, we're done, bro. And Hangman is like, nope. And then he says he doesn't have any friends. And then the Dark Order comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Evil Uno in this beautiful purple suit. Yes, impeccable. Love it. Evil Uno stood up to Jon Moxley and smushed him in the face. I love that for Evil Uno.
Yeah.
And Hangman's mad about it. But they're here to back up their boy.
Yeah.
And we found out it will be a Texas death match at Revolution.
I believe so. Yes. Yes. Yep.
Odd
And
choice in San Francisco, but let's go with it.
mhm. Sure.
It'll be
You
fun.
can do it anywhere. You can do, you can do it anywhere. It's
Yeah.
fine. It's fine.
They're not even at the Cow Palace, so it'll be weird.
There you go.
But yeah, I liked it. And we're going to see Evil Uno versus John Moxley next week.
Yes.
And this made me very happy. Again, this whole segment I love because it's all my favorite people. This was more for me. I am the most excited person here.
I think so. I think you are. And again,
It's fine. You know what? It's fine.
but no, it's fine. Yes, it's great. I'm also, again, still trying to figure out the dynamics of all these people. So, being like, okay, and then this, okay,
Well,
okay.
okay, so with the Dark Order and Hangman, there is a lot to unpack.
Yes, which
And
yes.
a lot of backstory, a lot of being the elite, a lot of things you have to go back. There's layers.
There are layers. I am slowly going back, but child, so much wrestle. I haven't gotten the full
It's okay.
the fullness that everyone else loves. So I'm just, I'm watching with eyes.
Dark Order are just wholesome boys.
I like
wholesome Suki boys who love their friend Hangman Adam Page.
Yes.
But I did laugh when he called him an emo cowboy.
Yes. I can.
This man.
Oh, okay. So you have Stokely. I'm so sorry.
No.
Tony Schiavone being like, "What are you wearing?" And Stokely is really taking this Black History Month to heart, and he's like, not the black beret, like not the Black Panther, black beret, black jacket, and black sunglasses, because he wants justice for what Hook did to him last week.
Yeah, who was he calling this weekend?
He said he said Jesse Jackson, Priscilla Davis.
This man is a menace.
He wanted justice. Who I did. I cried. I'm like, please.
I was so this was like right before the main event and jammed in there, and I was like, ugh, a segment, and then it was this segment. I was like, all right, I'll allow it.
I will allow it. Any of all you politics, it's all in fun. It's all fun. It's fun. It's fun.
It's a menace.
He's a menace. It's all in fun. It's
so Hook is now suspended for injuring Stokely last week.
Mm-hmm.
And then they asked where Matt was last week, and Matt said that he threw a party. And Ethan Page backs them up. There were ladies there. And they were for Isaiah, who made them. Yeah, you know the noise that comes out of this man. He did the thing. And then Stokely said, I told you about doing that.
He's like, no, he is not having it. This was enjoyable for me.
This is the silly I like.
Mm-hmm.
Tony did not know what was happening.
He didn't, poor guy.
Which makes it so much better.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
We found out right before Dynamite went on the air that this was going to be our main event.
Why are we finding this out right before the show?
I don't know. Fightful broke it right before.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. Interesting. I wasn't mad about it. We love to see it. I did think there would be more since we were main eventing. I'm not mad with what happened. I just thought there would be more. But again, Laredo, do better. Even Britt Baker, you were quiet for.
Right? I'm not sure. I don't know.
Jamie was a little bit louder.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit louder for Jamie, but so these two come before the match. They're making their entrance.
Mm-hmm.
They attack a fan with a Britt Baker sign at ringside and are going to spray her. Do we know who this girl is? Is she a wrestler?
I'm guessing she is. I'm guessing so. I don't think they're probably gonna pull some random real fan. But I could not. No, I did not find out who that was.
I would volunteer as tribute. Okay, just saying.
I'm sure you would, but I think the liability, they would be like,
I'll
no.
sign the waiver. Tony,
like,
when you come back to Fresno, I'll be a plant.
Yes.
Give me that extra money.
There you go. And so before they had a chance to spray her, here comes Ruby Soho coming out.
And then Britt comes out.
Defend the innocent. I thought they only did this because WWE had women's main events.
Well, you know, Tony recently said they are definitely in a war. They definitely hate each other. So, possibly.
Honestly, why don't we know Jamie's next challenger? We are, 2 weeks before Revolution?
Yeah, you had her out there. I didn't hear commentary say this match could lead to one of them challenging for the title at Revolution.
Yeah.
Which, boom, done, could have happened. Like, easy. I don't get it. They did great. I really liked this match.
Not the treatment with the fan debut from the crowd. All right.
We're past that. Okay. Past it all. It's a new year. It's a new time. There were some questionable things happening though. Weird submission. Why are we spraying the booty?
It didn't read. It did not read the way they thought.
And I don't even think any of the paint got on Britt. I didn't see anything.
They didn't show it because it didn't read. I mean, it was nice that, like, you know, our commentators were explaining it to us because we were confused. And I'm like, thank you. Spraying the L.
Like, that looks really weird, okay? Because it's green. It's giving cartoon fart.
Yes, it is. It is. It really is. I thought the same thing. And also on with, you know, Tony's gear, if it's like, it's leather or whatever, leather, plastic, it's not going to adhere.
Why couldn't Saraya have went over to the corner and just sprayed Britt?
She was right there.
Yeah. And it really didn't, like, they said the rules don't matter because it's a triple threat, so they're under rules, so Saraya could interfere. Much confusion.
Too much. This whole match felt weird. If Dr. Britt is so over in TK's mind, why did Ruby, not complaining, of course, won by pinning Dr. Britt Baker?
Ruby is very integral to this whole story for some reason. I don't know why. Sorry. But she's playing a big part in this AEW Originals versus Saraya and Toni, who don't have a name. They should get a name. I thought something bigger was going to happen. Like, Ruby turned. Like, she went with them. She didn't do much. Like, she kind of didn't even, like, save that fan. She was like, this crap. Like, she was just so over it. Which, like, I get. She doesn't want to be a part of this. But, like, that's a fan. It's weird.
It's weird. We need something more. We need something more.
I don't know. This shot really, like, says a lot to me, though, because Jamie's holding the title.
Yeah.
And it's like, does she go for the title? Or does she join them? Like, I want to know why we're so Ruby focused.
Mm-hmm. Is it because she was gone for so long? And now,
And they keep emphasizing they're like, she's not an original, but they're like, she feels like it. She's made herself a part of this brand. I want to see more. They were trying to like hype it up, and they had a video package. They tried
Yeah.
their hardest, and it's not as silly as last week. Last week, yelled at them. It was silly. The spray paint of the booty was okay, whatever. Not as silly as last week. There just has to be lines drawn. There has to be Leva and Willow and Abaddon and Nyla to like challenge them.
Mm-hmm.
And there needs to be somebody else with them, maybe. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
If
If I had to guess, I think it's going to be a triple threat for women's championship. Jamie, Saraya, Ruby. If Saraya's in it, please. Like, and like no shade. It's just we are not getting much from her. Like we're seeing Toni. We're seeing Britt. Like I don't if that were to happen.
that match thought up, just reading it just instantly made me think that Saraya would win.
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
Because why else would she be in it, to be completely honest?
Maybe down the road, or maybe there's a stipulation that Ruby has to join her at some point,
Mm-hmm.
We could go.
Instead of Destination Unknown, her destination going to be Destination Release. She liked tweets saying she's unhappy and wants to go back to WWE, but deleted them.
So is this why we're in a major angle? I mean, to be fair, her besties are in WWE.
Yeah.
But I like her in I don't know. I don't know what's up with Ruby.
To be honest, like I've gone back and just watched a little bit of her in WWE, and like she was great, with Liv and Bailey. She was with, right?
No,
she
Sarah Logan.
Thank you, Sarah Logan. Thank you. I was like, who?
Normally known as.
And so something about her being here where I feel like she just pops and shines a little bit more, but like you got to continue on that path, right?
She's had a weird path.
Yeah, I was like, this isn't her fault.
Yeah, they're trying. I just want to hear more of why Ruby's so conflicted instead of her just acting and being like, oh God, why are you doing this to me?
Yeah. Like, has she been trying to bring people together and that's why she's conflicted? Like, or like, but yeah, you're right. We haven't gotten any reason why she's conflicted.
Yeah, she's the belle of the ball, and I don't know why.
Yeah. Yeah. Just proves that Jamie hasn't really been relevant as women's champion if she ain't the focus heading into Revolution.
Maybe. Yeah, you could run two storylines at the same time. But clearly.
I would love to see Jamie, like, what would happen if Jamie did not come out and support Dr. Britt Baker because she's focused on Revolution? Like, what would happen there? Because that's what I thought was going to happen tonight. And then here she comes running out, and I was like, oh, so she is? Huh.
Yeah, that's also...
Yeah.
Are we alluding to something? I don't know.
I don't know. That's what I thought was going on. Is this Toni panicking? If that's true, I think Ruby would be presented way better in this administration with Triple H. Rumor is he was panicking about losing Samoa Joe, supposedly.
Well,
Well.
If I was Samoa Joe, I would go wherever I wanted to.
Yeah. Because you could.
I could, because I'm
And
Samoa
everybody-
Joe.
Yeah.
And if Ruby's in that position, then good for her.
Mhm. But I would hate to see her leave. If the rumors are true, I would hate to see her leave AEW.
Yeah, and they might need probably definitely need a third to be a full stable. I don't know if it's Ruby though.
Mhm.
It would feel weird.
I don't know.
I'm very confused. I hope this leads to a title match for Ruby. She hasn't had one in a long time. Maybe since no, I don't even know when. So we're trying.
Yeah.
I think this was them trying.
Also, Mel, who used to work in AEW, said Tony doesn't know how to book women's wrestling.
Unsurprised. Unsurprised. Listen, here's the thing, guys, in AEW. The ladies, they're just like people, but they just have like boobs and different parts. They can like have babies if they want. It's just like really the only difference. So you can just think of them as all people. Like genderless, like gingerbreads with no gender. You could just do whatever, whatever stories you want. You could do the same thing. Just saying.
I mean, yeah,
They're just people.
they're just people.
Better looking people, because
I mean,
women are prettier. Sorry, guys.
let's be real. Yes.
Yeah, and like we said, we could have cut MJF's time, gave it to Jade. She is our TBS champion, and we watch the show on TBS.
So why are we not seeing her on TBS every week? Why are we not?
To
Right?
she should just, even if she's gonna wrestle on Rampage, she should just have a backstage that says, "I don't even know who this girl is, but I'm gonna beat her." Boom, the end. 30 seconds.
Whole time I was ready to talk. Now I know I know.
Yeah.
What a concept.
They don't poop.
Or fart.
Nope. No bodily
Nope.
functions. This is getting awry.
Yeah. I don't know. Overall, it's just again, this one was chaotic for me, and you're right. Like I want the women's division. I want them to have that, as everyone does. We want them to have the same amount of time given and consideration for storylines, and not just bottom of the barrel, or just things that just kind of like, let's just see what sticks, right? Just like throw some stuff, see what sticks.
Yeah, this felt like we were thrown a bone. Like, oh, have your little main event.
Yeah. Like there's no reason for it. You're doing all of these wonderful women wrestlers disservice, truly.
Mhm.
So I don't know. Outside of Dr. Britt and Jade, Tony doesn't give two bleeps about women's wrestling. He had no issues of signing Saraya.
Oh, well, even Jade. Like, we don't even see her week to week. The only person we constantly see is Britt. And now Saraya.
Yeah. And we love Britt. I love Britt. I think
Yeah, it's not shade to Britt. It's just she's the only, and like we said last week, she's the only fully fledged character that you can watch on TV and be like, oh, I get it.
Yep.
I know who she is.
Yep.
And that doesn't help anybody.
I feel like Ruby is going to join Tony and Saraya. Then Sheeta can join Hater and DMD. Yeah, where's Sheeta at?
Yeah, she okay. She should be the real conflicted one. Not
That's
Ruby.
what I'm saying. Like, where is that? Child, I don't know.
She didn't get picked. And then they just don't even acknowledge her existence. What?
Yeah. Or that could be like her and Ruby joining forces, right?
They could have a whole separate thing.
Yeah. Which would be interesting to see.
I don't know. That was Dynamite.
Mm-hmm.
We did it.
Yep.
I'm proud of us.
Yay.
And yeah, you guys know what to do. Follow us, WW Talk Pod, at all of the things: TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, wherever. We're here. We're on everything. Check out all the interviews we got. Check out all the stuff we got going for Black History Month. Tons of articles, things going on. What else? You know, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we got the news. Monday, we got the WoW After Show, Raw After Show. Wednesdays, you're here. We got nothing on Tuesdays. Thursdays are big day. We have the Women's Wrestling Army show.
Yes. Come join us.
Yes, your lovely face twice. And the NXT post show, and of course the Impact Wrestling post show. Friday, SmackDown and Rampage post show. Nothing on Saturday. There will be a Turnbuckle Glam this week. Check that out. You know, where can we find you online?
I am on Twitter at Aisha Watches. I tweet about stuff that I'm watching. I've been a little under the weather, so I haven't been tweeting as much, I guess, in the last few days. But yeah, I'm there. I'm trying to tweet more about when I watch wrestling, because I always forget, just because I'm just like so in it.
Yeah.
That I don't end up tweeting about it, so I'll do my best.
I'll start really hot sometimes, and then I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, it happens. So, where can we find you?
Oh, you can find me at Al2_. It is Elimination Chamber this week, and New Japan Battle in the Valley, which I will be attending. So we'll have coverage from Mercedes Moné's. Hopefully, security was mean to me last time in that venue, and New Japan's pretty strict. Hopefully, I'll have some footage for you guys. Check out all our media for that. I don't know if we're doing a post show for Elimination Chamber. Just keep your eyes peeled. So lots of wrestling this weekend. And yeah, I think that's it. We'll see you next week.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet.